Good morning, my name is Kelly Fitzpatrick and I'm a Youth Service Librarian with the Bethlehem Area Public Library, and today I'm going to show you how to use our tea peppermint tea take-home kit. So you're going to get a few things in it. One will be a reusable tea bag. You'll get 3 servings worth of peppermint tea and then also a small packet of honey. So the first thing you'll want to do is you're going to want to measure out 1 teaspoon, doesn't have to be exact, of the peppermint leaves and put it inside the reusable tea. And then you just want to pull the strings, tighten it. You can put it inside your teacup, and then you can just wrap it around to try to keep it from going anywhere while you pour the water. So you want to boil your water to about 165, no more than 185 for herbal tea. And then we'll let that steep for about 3 minutes. So with herbal tea, you can add your honey right away. The only concern is that peppermint tea is actually rather sweet, so you don't want to oversweet it. But as soon as the tea is done and you've tried it, or if you've had peppermint tea before like me, you can just snip off the end of the honey and just squeeze some honey into your tea to sweeten it if you like sweeter tea. And then we're just going to let that sit until it's steeped for long enough, and then you can add cream or milk if you want to. If it was a flower tea, however, you wouldn't want to add any cream, milk, or milk substitutes because it will curdle it because of reaction with the flour. You're also going to get various Celtic coloring pages in the kit that you can just enjoy while you wait for your tea to steep. So this is the Desborough mirror from 50 BC. Approximately. It's made of bronze polished on one side and engraved on the other. Of course, it was found in Daresborough, Northamptonshire, England. And it was acquired in the valley around 1908 and was brought to the British Museum in 1924. So now that you've learned a little bit about this, you can actually learn more about the other Celtic coloring pages as well in the kit. And we're gonna talk about some cool tea facts now. So, tea was actually originally used for medicinal purposes in ancient China for things like detoxification. And what ended up happening with the tea is someone was bringing water to the emperor at the time. And some tea leaves fell into the water, and they didn't notice. It was served to the emperor, and he very much enjoyed it, and so that's where the concept of tea was born, according to folklore. They're not really sure where the actual origins of tea are from, but that is the folklore concept of tea. So you have types like black tea, oolong, green, and white tea. And those all came from the same plant, which is Camellia sinensis. But it really depends upon how the tea leaves are harvested about what type of tea it's going to become and when as well. So basically they're all withered and rolled, and then they'll be heated. And depending upon when you collect them or when you heat them is when you'll get the tea. Herbal tea is actually not tea at all. Herbal tea is actually a tisane, because to actually be considered tea, it needs to come from the Camellia plant to be considered tea. It's the same thing with Rubios that comes from the Rubios plant. It's technically not what we think of as tea. But nowadays, many different types are actually considered to be tea. Alright, so now that our tea should be done steeping, we can remove the tea bag. And then you can add some milk or cream to it. It's up to you. And now it's ready to enjoy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and you can pick up the tea kit while supplies last at the Bethlehem area pub. Have a good night.